Prototype 909.
Dietrich. Taylor Dupree.
And as you were saying, you guys are kind of between Boston and New York, and y'all moved. You came in from Philly, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We knew each other back.
Mic, yeah.
We knew each other back in Connecticut, and then we all moved to New York roughly the same time in the early '90s, and that's really when Prototype 909 as a group kicked off. And only more recently, the last 5 years or so, we've moved out of the city, and now I'm in Philly, and they're outside the city in Westchester. And
So I guess that makes it a little awkward. I mean, for rehearsing, right? I mean,
rehearsal, what's that?
So okay, this is what we were talking about earlier. I'm actually just trying to. Yeah, I'm digging.
Well,
15
no,
years.
we rehearsed once when we came back.
Okay.
Started our comeback tour. We got together and said, is it still gonna work? And
Make sure we have it after all this year.
yeah.
So would you say you guys pretty much you know each other's musically, you know each other pretty well, and you could just get together and do a whole set improv, and it'll sound like just as good as it would. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it'll have hopefully some moments of decentness.
They're playing at the Smart Bar tonight, Chicago. What kind of gear are you guys going to be using? I know I've heard a lot of 909s and 303s in your stuff. Is there anything else?
Show them the homemade.
Yeah, we got some homemade Boss copy stuff, PC2 percussion synthesizer. We got some silly stuff. Some guy in Chicago at the last time we were at the Smart Bar gave me this freaked toy. Machine drum.
Machine drum, cool.
The micro Korg, which I think they stopped because they got something else now.
The Doppler sequencer.
You can get that in the store, yeah.
No, I haven't made it in a while.
The Pulse.
Pulse, no, I don't make it anymore.
You said you have a Doppler sequencer on stage,
Yeah.
and what?
The
The
sequencer,
MAQ.
Yeah, the
Okay,
sequencer,
you bring that on stage with you, cool.
But the core of it, because it all started with really just all the Roland stuff. I got 606, 909 recordings. Sometimes the 808, 101 I brought. We've used a 202. We always bring a 303.
Borrowed 303.
At various times in the studio, we've used a 505 and a 707, 727. I mean, just every piece of Roland gear.
Everything that's kind of from the 80s.
From that era,
has
that early
the acid,
80s, yeah.
early 80s, late 80s.
Yeah, and
Would you classify your music as like acid house, acid techno, or how would you even? I mean,
others do.
Okay.
And I don't stop them.
Okay.
I don't stop them. But what's wrong about the description is that we're just a little bit more experimental than that, because things go wrong in like the right ways when we're trying to make like an acid jam or like a housey jam or something, and it just gets kind of noisy and kind of crazy. But if it's a good night, the crowd's with it, and so we don't necessarily fit the pigeonhole at that moment.